Ever had that restless feeling when a single idea takes over your mind and you can't shake it off? That's exactly what has been happening around Warriors fans lately. The buzz is swirling, and people are talking about a potential shakeup that could change everything in the Bay. You might feel both thrilled and a little uneasy just hearing those whispers. Tonight, let's dive into the rumors taking the Golden State community by storm. Before we delve deeper, take a moment to imagine the roar of Chase Center if the Warriors pulled off a high-stakes move. That pulsing energy, the crowd holding its breath, waiting to see if this gamble delivers another championship banner. It's the kind of tension that keeps us glued to every second of the season. And whether you love it or hate it, these moments are what make basketball the ultimate spectacle. Now, there's a name floating around that has the potential to send shockwaves through the NBA. Zach LaVine, a proven scorer and athletic force, is rumored to be on the Warriors' radar. The idea feels almost surreal, stirring both promise and fear. But is such a major swap truly in the cards, or just another wild fantasy that will fade by morning? If you're as curious as I am, consider hitting that subscribe button and giving this video a thumbs up. Your support helps keep these conversations alive and fuels our mission to bring you every twist and turn of the Warriors' world. Think of it as joining a massive watch party, where every subscriber's voice matters. Because believe me, this ride is just getting started. The whispers have become louder since Anthony Slater of The Athletic pointed out that Golden State's front office isn't content with mediocrity. There's a sense of urgency rippling through the organization, amplified by Stephen Curry's unwavering drive to stay at the very top. You can feel the undercurrent of tension. Will the team risk a bold maneuver, or stick with a more patient path? Here's the core of the rumor. A proposed trade sending LaVine to the Warriors in exchange for Andrew Wiggins, Gary Payton II, Kevon Looney, and a future first-round pick. The concept alone feels like a bombshell, sparking excitement among those who crave instant offensive firepower. Yet it also tugs at the heartstrings of fans who adore Wiggins' clutch defense and Looney's reliable presence under the rim. Breathe for a second and think about the magnitude of this possible deal. A high-scoring guard like LaVine could take some weight off Curry's shoulders and light up the perimeter. On the flip side, losing cornerstone role players might harm team chemistry. It's the classic high-risk, high-reward scenario that makes you wonder if it's worth rolling the dice. And there's Steph, leading by example and refusing to settle for anything short of excellence. His recent comments made one thing crystal clear. Being stuck in the middle is not part of the Warriors' plan. You can sense his hunger to contend for titles, not just for himself, but for the entire city that's come to expect brilliance from its basketball team. It's worth noting that LaVine's contract and past injuries haven't always boosted his trade value, but his recent performances, averaging nearly 24 points per game, are proving he's still an explosive force. For the Bulls, shipping him out could mean a reset, but the Warriors would have to weigh their future and decide if going all in right now is the right move. We're left with that tantalizing question. Is this the spark that propels Golden State back into title contention, or could it be a step too far? One thing is certain, this rumor has added a whole new layer of suspense to the Warriors' season. Whether you believe it will happen or not, it's impossible to deny the adrenaline it brings to every pregame discussion. Let me know in the comments how you feel about a possible LaVine to the Warriors deal. Are you on board with taking a bold leap, or is this an unnecessary gamble? Share your thoughts, start a discussion, and let's keep this conversation going until we have answers. Until next time, stay passionate, stay curious, and thank you for joining me here on Golden State Hoops. Close your eyes for just a moment and picture an NBA universe so upside down that Stephen Curry gets traded. Feels like fiction, doesn't it? Well, that's precisely the sort of buzz swirling around certain corners of the basketball world right now. Let's journey into this startling possibility and see why it's stirring both awe and disbelief among Warriors faithful. The idea is simple yet shocking. Golden State possibly sending its iconic sharpshooter to Charlotte in exchange for the ascending star Lamelo Ball. If you felt your heart skip a beat, you're not alone. The notion of Curry wearing another jersey has fans caught between denial and a curious, if reluctant, fascination. Could this be a colossal leap for a team looking to bridge eras? According to insights drawn from Anthony Slater of The Athletic, the Warriors' front office remains dedicated to building for the future, despite having generational talent in Curry. Now the question becomes, does building for the future mean parting ways with their legendary superstar? It's the kind of scenario that leaves most Warriors fans short of breath. To keep digging into this emotional roller coaster, consider subscribing to Golden State Hoops and giving this video a like. Your backing encourages us to explore these bold concepts, and it ensures you won't miss any updates on this evolving narrative. Plus, it's a chance to unite our passionate community under one digital roof. The fascination with Lamelo Ball comes from his unique playmaking and the flash he brings to every game. The 23-year-old guard, as rumored here, is posting strong numbers and could be a building block for years to come. But just imagining Steph leaving San Francisco for Charlotte demands a second look at what's truly important in Warriors culture. Here's the bombshell scenario: Lamelo Ball to Golden State in exchange for Stephen Curry and possibly a young prospect. Financially, Charlotte would need to shuffle a few contracts to make this blockbuster a reality. Emotionally, though, it might be an even heavier lift, as the Warriors would be saying goodbye to the face of their franchise. Imagine for a second Curry returning to the city where he grew up, reuniting with the Hornets organization his father once represented. It sounds like the perfect hometown story, unless you're part of the Bay Area crowd who can't picture an NBA season without Steph launching triples from every angle at Chase Center. Breathe in the reality of that possibility. Could the Warriors truly let go of their four-time champion and two-time MVP? On one hand, Lamelo represents youth, fresh energy, and a timeline that extends well into the future. On the other, you'd be parting ways with the player who literally changed the way basketball is played. Some argue that Curry, now 36, still has a lot left in the tank. Others believe that pivoting toward a new generation is essential for long-term prosperity. It's a tug-of-war between loyalty to a legend and the strategic demands of an ever-evolving league. If nothing else, it's a conversation that stirs both the mind and the heart. Then there's the matter of Curry's own desires. He's made it clear he doesn't settle for mediocrity. Would he truly consider heading to Charlotte, even if it's a homecoming tale? Does he want another championship run in a Warriors jersey? Or is there a quieter dream of playing where it all began for him as a kid? Now I turn it over to you. Could you imagine a reality where Steph puts on a Hornets uniform and the Warriors rally behind the brilliance of Lamelo Ball? Comment below and let your voice be heard. Your thoughts, your hopes, and even your fears can shape the story we tell in the next video. Thanks for watching, stay passionate, and keep that Warriors spirit alive, no matter what the rumor mill churns out next.